Welcome back. Brooks here. I'm doing round 2 of my Soldano SLO Preamp right here. Full power. Runs off of 2 matched pair of Shuguang 12AX7Bs. This is a full power preamp, not a guitar pedal. I need to remind myself of that because, as you can see there, I have been building guitar pedals for about the past 10 years, but I decided to challenge myself over the summer and build something high voltage and something that could work well going straight into the back of an amp. So in this case here, I have, it says Novik, but Sergei Novikov was the man who designed the amp, and it was licensed under the name of Gibson back in the early 90s. And it's based off of a Marshall. And so in this case, I had it modded up the road by Technical Expectations to have an effects loop. And the way most people are going to want to run a preamp like this with full power is right into the return of their amplifier. And that's what I'm doing in this case. I'm running through a Marshall 1960A slant cab with 2 EVM12L Black Label speakers and 2 Eminence Delta Pro 12s for the demo today. And last time I used my baritone guitar for the demo. In this case, I'm going to use a tele. People are more likely to be playing those out than baritones. And you get some single coil. You can already hear the cycle hum in the background. So yeah, I have a Charlie Christian P90, and then I have another bridge pickup, single coil wound at over 22K, so a lot of power underneath the hood. But yeah, so let's get this thing started and just show you what it's able to do. So let me just set this down. Using a rather primitive setup here. Don't have a recording studio or anything like that, so everything you hear is straight out of my basement, the very place where I built this preamp. So in this case, this is the clean channel. Okay, in this case I have two controls. The controls on the front of my tube amp are of no use right now since I'm bypassing the preamp stage of my amp. Everything's controlled here. So I have a clean volume and a clear gain as well as a bright switch. So right now I had the volume jacked all the way up. I guess I was really having some fun before this. I'll just turn up the gain a little bit. So this is kind of hard to see, but we're at about 10 o'clock here. I'm sorry, about 3 o'clock here and about 11 o'clock over here. And for now, turn the bright switch off. Tele's bright enough. Everything's dimed. My bridge and my tone are all the way up. So that's my clean sound. Through the bright. I roll back my tone just a bit, kind of bright. Power chords there for you. 7 there for you. And now I'm going to roll my clean volume back, and I'm going to turn up the gain. We're still in the clean channel of this preamp. So there's clean, and if I press the switch, we'll get what's called the crunch channel. But we got plenty of gain on tap here. Now I'm at let's just put it all the way. What the hell? Still in the bridge, and now we're all the way up. The cool thing is I can get some bedroom volumes, right? So I can talk right over this. You can still hear my voice. So it's late at night, wife and kids are trying to go to sleep, and you want to come down and have a little fun. You can do it still with this, even running through my rig. So that's just how sensitive the volume is, but we can turn it up even more. Go to the bridge. We will bring back the gain a little bit. Yeah, now you can see why different people used the Soldano SLO. I mean, you know, of course, we had, you know, I think the guys from Whitesnake using it and some other metal people. You know, Eddie used one with Van Halen later on in the Hagar era for a bit, before the 5150. And so, you know, but then, of course, you had people like Lou Reed, who also played on this amp. So Mark Knopfler, right? So, I mean, it's not just not a metalhead preamp by any means. A lot of usable sounds. I was joking around and playing disco on this thing the other night, but maybe that's not what you're looking for. But in any event, so you can dial that in. That's all right there on the clean channel. So if you like to have kind of that grittier sound right there for the clean, and then use the second channel, use the crunch channel for more lead work, you can certainly do that as well. So let's move it there. All right, so when I turn it on, as you can see, the two LEDs light up. I'll do what I did last time. So you're playing at a gig, you can actually see inside. It's almost, you know, like a pumpkin jack-o'-lantern around Halloween, with the tubes illuminated by the LEDs in the back with the red there. Pretty cool. Took Took me a long time to drill out all the holes so you could see the tubes, but it was worth it. Okay, my eyesight is slowly coming back again from that. And so we are now in the crunch channel. Right now I'm pretty conservative on the overdriving gain. Bright doesn't do anything with going into the second channel here. So for right now, for our purposes, I have treble almost all the way in. In fact, I'll just back it off a little bit. Mids we're pointing at 3, bass will point it at 3. We'll go a little higher volume, and we'll go about, let's say, 12 o'clock for the gain, just to kind of see where we're at. I'm already in the neck, so I'll just keep it there. Yeah, and so you can see just got a bit of a boost there. Okay, not too much of a different tone characteristic, so it's dialed in almost identically. So now let's kick this bad boy a little higher. I'm going to add a little more bass. Keep the treble where it's at, because this is kind of a bright guitar already. And we'll go even higher with the gain. To the bridge. Alright, we'll go with the gain even higher. Yeah, so we can get right into metal territory if we want. I'll go all the way up. It's going to get loud. Probably going to clip, but yeah, what the heck. I'll give it even a little more treble. right. Right through the eardrums right there, a little bit. We'll add a little more bass. Alright, so there you go. And again, a lot of different useful sounds out of this going straight into the back of my tube amp. I'm assuming you would get very similar results. It's understandable to know why now so many different guitarists use it and why the SLO is so highly sought after. Now, this is not your typical preamp pedal. In fact,